Today's workout is all about high intensity interval training using your suspension training system. We're using the Bow 500 suspension gym, however the workout is compatible with TRX or alternative suspension equipment as well. Let's get started with your warm-up exercise. Exercise 1 of this superset is abs rollout. So starting on the ball of your foot with a nice straight body, we're going to allow our arms to roll all the way until we've got a straight line from our ankle all the way to our hands, thereby really engaging your abs. Now you've got to make sure that you don't dip your hips. Particular emphasis on protecting your back for this exercise. Now you can see a steady rollout, but you're also seeing a steady negative return as well. For the second exercise, we're going to work some gentle burpees. These are like traditional burpees, except that we're stepping into them rather than jumping into them. And there's also no jump at the end either. So we're keeping the joint impact off our knees. We're burning all the calories without any of the risk in this exercise. Your turn to try the superset. Grandfather clock is a suspended plank that swings from left to right. Now these are controlled swings and we're really keeping that core engagement throughout this set. Now you can see I'm on the ball of the foot and I'm controlling by tweaking my obliques and squeezing my abs in order to keep the right range of movement. Now make sure you don't dip your hips for this one and make sure you're protecting your back. For the second exercise, we're running on the spot with high knees. So you can see I'm running on the spot, keeping my weight on the ball of my feet and just really lifting my knees, trying to keep my weight light, but I'm burning as many calories as I can as well. Let's get you guys to have a go at this one. Starting this one with a suspended glutes bridge. So you can see I'm starting with that inverted position, but my shoulders are lifted off the ground. So pretty much the only support that I've got is through my feet, which are at shoulder width. Now we're gonna lift up slowly and really maximize on that glutes bridge. You can see I'm looking back to assist with extra elevation and then just returning nice and slow. Your arms are remaining soft straight the whole time, so there's no rowing action whatsoever. To complement this exercise, we're going to work some X crunches. So it's basically a crunch with your hand aiming for your opposite knee. So I really want to try and reach my opposite knee with the palm of my hand and thereby getting that twist. Really cutting across the abs and working into the intercostals as well. Nice steady control and maximum range of movement without lifting your lower back off the ground. Your turn to try this combination. calves raise from an abs rollout to start this superset. So this is a different way of doing your calves raise. It actually gives you a lot more range of movement. So I personally prefer doing it this way. You get a lot more emphasis on your calves. And at the same time, you're working your abs as well because you're maintaining your abs rollout throughout the exercise. Make sure there's no dipping of the back. And let's go all the way up to the ball of the foot with as much range as you've got. For the second exercise, the cardio component, we're simply working some jumping jacks. So just traditional jumping jacks with your feet going wide and then coming back together and just staying nice and light on the ball of the foot. Now you can see I'm using my arms for momentum as well in that traditional jumping jack motion. Your turn to try this superset. Exercise 1 is a suspended front delts raise for this exercise. So looking at your anchor, keeping that straight body line, we're going to push the arms up soft straight until you've hit a straight line from your ankle all the way to your hand. So really engaging the shoulders, the traps and the rhomboids. This is a really good upper back exercise. You can see my release is nice and steady as well. So that's equally as important as the exercise itself. For exercise 2 in this superset, we're going to work some squats and throw some knee strikes down the middle as well. So you can see I'm squatting with my feet parallel at shoulder width, getting nice and deep into those, and then throwing a knee strike down the middle. Now, I'm alternating those knee strikes from the left to the right. Let's keep the pace up throughout the set. Your turn to try it.
On a road to wherever I want, and you see I go with the wind, the blazes out, and I keep them within, holding on to a feeling so strong.
Exercise 1 of this superset is a plank. So staying nice and static, keeping a straight line from your ankle all the way to your shoulder, keeping the core engaged and just holding on for the duration of the set. Now I'll give you guys a quick tip. So if you've got the stirrups near your elbows, you're going to be able to control it a lot better than if it's near your wrists. So be careful where you position your straps. You can see I'm holding my hands together, and that's going to assist with more stability. For the second exercise, we're going to work some cardio through some front and back hops. Just jumping feet at shoulder width, working our way back and forth, and just staying nice and light on the ball of the foot for this one. Your turn to try this combination. exercise 1 in this superset is a crab crawler, or a creepy crawler if you like. We're going to work our way forward until we're in that inverted position. But you've got to make sure that you're keeping a straight body line and that you're keeping your shoulders off the ground as well. And then pushing back up, getting into that standing position is basically alternating one leg squats. So you'll really feel that in your quadriceps. So you're pushing back one leg at a time, getting into that standing position. For your second exercise, we're going to stir the pot from a supine position. In other words, from a lying down, looking up position. All it is, it's like an abs tuck, but it's circular. So we want to make sure that we're getting the extension all the way and that we're getting the tuck all the way in as well. Now we're going to do one set in one direction, and then we're going to do the second set in the opposite direction. So this is going to be a pretty hard set. Then we'll simply go back into our crab crawlers and repeat the whole process. Your turn to try this superset. Exercise 1 of this superset is a side bend, or an oblique tilt if you like. So starting with my feet together, knees are remaining nice and straight, my hands are remaining above my head so there's no swinging of the arms. And then it's just a matter of dropping out until you're getting that oblique stretch and then squeezing your obliques to get yourself back into that standing position. Now we're going to do a set of this on either side. And then we're going to go into our floor exercise, which is some ankle taps or some lying oblique tilts. So this superset really emphasizes working your obliques. With this particular exercise, I'm just making sure that my lower back is pinned against the ground. There's not much of an upward lift at all. It's more a side tilt or a side crunch, if you like, until my hand reaches my ankle. Your turn to try this superset.
Now, well done for getting through your workout today, guys. Now let's turn our attention to Daphne for some post-workout stretches.
Lying on your belly, place your forearms on the mat just beneath your shoulders. Press your upper body away from the floor and lift your chest up to extend your spine. Keeping the back of your neck long, draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Pull your belly button into your spine and you should feel a stretch in your abdominals. Hold for 3 to 5 deep breaths. To progress into a deeper stretch, bring your hands back to where your elbows were placed. Press your upper body up all the way, whilst keeping your pelvis still connected to the ground. Remember to engage your abdominals so that you don't feel too much pressure in your lower back. Hold for 3 to 5 deep breaths. Start in 4-point position, keep your hips over your knees, reach your right arm under your left shoulder and rotate your upper body to thread your arm through. Keep your right palm facing up, lower your right shoulder to the ground and start shifting your weight gently onto that shoulder. Use your left hand to push into the ground to rotate the upper body more and increase the stretch. Now let us repeat the thoracic rotation on the left side. Start on your hands and knees. Have your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees below your hips. Lift your knees off the ground and press your chest towards your thigh. Try to straighten your legs completely and lower your heels to the floor. You can alternate with bending one knee and pressing the opposite heel into the ground to stretch each leg individually. Ensure your abdominals are engaged and have your shoulders away from your ears. Hold for 30 seconds. Lying on your back, reach your right arm out just in line with your shoulder. Bring your right knee up toward your chest as far as you can without your pelvis tucking under. Place your left hand over your right knee and pull the knee across the body, then gently press the knee down towards the ground. Make sure your leg and torso remain in a straight line and try to keep your right shoulder blade on the ground. For more of a spinal twist, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Hold for 30 seconds. Now let's repeat the pretzel stretch on the other side.
Great job everybody, well done for finishing your workout. Now if you think your friends will benefit from my method of training, then please share this video with them. See you soon.